One of the things I invite you to do is to notice when your child's distress and anxiety fuels your distress and anxiety. That's where it needs to start, is with you. So if your child is melting down because you won't go into the bathroom and check that there are no spiders, notice how it makes you feel. Do you feel upset? Do you feel impatient? Do you feel worried for your child? Do you feel tense? Do you feel it in your chest, in your shoulders? Do you get headaches? Do you get stomach aches yourself? And call that anxiety. Acknowledge the feelings it brings up with you and acknowledge that that is your anxiety about their anxiety. Anxiety often feels like irritability and impatience, especially for parents. So let's just label it that and notice that you're feeling that way. And notice where the feeling is in your body. Invite your child to notice as well. You can talk about this before you ever get to this situation. So you can bring it up in a neutral time and say, we need to talk about this bathroom checking thing. What happens when you think about going into the bathroom without me checking? Let's just imagine it. How do you feel? Tell me where you feel it in your body. Imagine yourself there and tell me how it feels. Now, when you talk about that, you can say, this is how it feels for me. We are sharing some feelings about this. We both need to learn how to tolerate some of these feelings because the truth is my checking is not helping you. Instead, it's making you feel like you can't go into the bathroom unless I check, and that's not true. I know it feels true, but it's not true. What we're talking about here is distress tolerance and acknowledging that anxiety does impact how we feel. So there's some psychoeducation there. Back to the question. Is there ever a time when it's appropriate to step in and help my child calm down? The answer to that is, I don't know. Are there times where it does feel really important? For example, if it's midnight and your child is melting down and it's going to wake everybody up in the house, maybe that's a good time to calm them down. Maybe if you've got to get to work and your child is melting down and you don't have time for this, that might be a time to step in. But I will point out that very often when our child does begin to melt down, comforting them and calming them down is not going to work. Instead, they might just need to write it out. We might just need to sit with them, and that can be part of the plan. So we can say, I'm going to continue to check in the mornings before you go to school because we don't really have time for it. But after school, I'm not going to be checking anymore. But I will sit with you while you figure it out.